All right, we have finally made it to the Baree Creek Trailhead. We have been here before. It's been about 4 years. We're meeting up with Hi-O-Woo. You could see the Woo Mobile is here. They're already up at the lake. Sara Long Legs is here. And we're gonna try to race the light and see if we can get up to the lake before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go, Tim's.
Feels pretty cool being back. Last time I was here, it's about the same time of year. Well, hopefully we can beat the light. Keeping my sunglasses on to be optimistic. Might have to change them though, it's pretty dark. We had roughly 3 miles to get up to the lake and not much daylight to work with. We were pushing hard right from the start. Run out of light.
It's getting dark. Travis doing his sunglasses change out.
We're pushing.
We're good, Timber. Are you getting a drink?
Well, I'm not sure if you can see me, but it's gotten dark on us. We're still in this canyon. Might be able to see Val's headlamp coming up. I think we're about a mile from the lake. Obviously not going to make it with any light. All right, back in the Cabinet Mountains wilderness. As you can see, the great whittlers of the world have been here, carving their marks in the sign. Good to be back. When we finally made it up to the lake, we found a lit campfire and friends waiting to greet us.
That is a tired dog. He's just eating laying down.
We were introduced to Nate up at the lake and got to catch up with Sara and Jesse. It's been a few months since we last hiked together, and so we got to celebrate late into the night. It was a slow morning around camp. Took our time getting things moving. We'll see. Well, good morning. It's the morning of day 2 from Baree Lake. We were getting some patches of sun earlier today, but it's starting to look like we're going to see some weather. I'm just hoping it's clear when we get up on top of the ridge. Got to get up into that saddle, and then it's still a little bit uphill from there. Get moving here pretty quick.
Oh, Jesus.
When I did this route 4 years ago, there were fires just a couple of ridges over to the west in Idaho, and the skies were filled with smoke. I remember the ridge above Swamp Creek being an incredible walk with views into Idaho and deep into Montana. I've only seen those views through that smoke-filled haze, so I was looking forward to getting up on that ridge again.
There's huckleberries.
The weather had been getting progressively worse the higher we climbed. I was hoping that it wouldn't sock in the views before we could see them.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little
Oh, that's cool.
It's a little stormy out there. So far, that's it. We had made it to the spot before the weather could get to us. From our vantage point, we could see the Swamp Creek drainage where we had hiked the last couple of years with Sara and Jesse. Looking down the drainage, past Buck Lake and up on the shelf where Wanless Lake sits, I could see a lot of the country that I had hiked before. The weather had held off so far, but it was starting to feel like something was coming in. We're gonna be kind of on the line of the wilderness boundary and not. On our way down to the lakes, the dogs kicked up a couple of grouse that flew into some nearby trees. I've only camped at the smaller Bear Lake, and I know that there's only one campsite there. While we were at the view spot above the lake, I watched as a couple of hikers went into that campsite. That meant that we were going to have to make something work at the lower lake. I've never been there, and I was just hoping there was a spot. On our way down, the skies opened up on us, and it started raining. Hard.
Rainy and wet and really, really steep. Oh, down to this little Bear Lake. Oh, get a little solace from the rain for a second.
Making our way through waist-deep brush, it wasn't long before I was completely soaked.
Oh my gosh.
Jesse spotted a cabin up on the ledge as the storm was intensifying. We decided to hike up and take a quick look. While Val and Jesse explored around the cabin in the storm, I decided to push down to the end of the lake and see if Sara and Nate had found a campsite. Not only did they find a campsite, but they had a fire going by the time I got down there. The storm finally broke, and it turned into a pleasant evening.
Oh yeah, it's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot.
And as it turns out, Jesse hasn't changed a bit.
You brought the champion. You backpacked this stuff in. Wow.
I'm a backpack wearing, mountain house eating, limousine riding, ultra wearing son of a gun. Woo!
Well, good morning. Morning day 3 here from what I'm going to call Big Bear Lake. It's the biggest one of the Bear Lakes. As it worked out, we got pushed down here last night because there's somebody in the upper Bear Lake campsite that I camped at last time I was here. So we came down here. It was quite a down to get in here, so we got to climb back up to the other lake. And then from there, we got to climb back up to the trail. Great trip. Great trip. Loving it out here. Bluebird day today. It was another slow morning around camp. But before we left, we had one more thing to do.
Easy, huh? What? I thought he was gonna say not bad.
Nope, it happens every time. I don't know what it is.
Gag reflex.
Yeah, it just reminds me of Jack Daniels for
Can
some
I
reason.
help it? One more.
Did you
I'm gonna
get
help.
like
Yeah.
alcohol poisoning off of
This
it?
is how
Yeah.
it's done. That was good.
It should be like, that's how it's done. Probably just left the lead or something. Look good now?
Yeah, it looked good.
It was a beautiful day, and it felt great to be hiking in the Cabinet Mountains. Gotta crest that. Just a nice Sunday stroll now. I'm happy I got a second chance to hike this route. The views were incredible. But it was the company on this trip that changed the whole experience. Now I feel even more conviction when I say, the Cabinet Mountains do not disappoint. We've hit the main trailhead and now we are starting our road walk. Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Appreciate you guys.
Got the meat first try.
Is it everything you hoped for?
Not bad.